Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about a topic that is often considered taboo: sex before marriage. We will be sharing 25 interesting facts about this controversial topic that you may not know about. So, let's dive in. Fact 1. It is a common occurrence. Contrary to popular belief, premarital sex is not uncommon. In fact, a study by the Guttmacher Institute found that 95% of Americans have had premarital sex by the age of 44. Fact 2. It is not a new phenomenon. While it may seem like sex before marriage is a modern concept, it has been happening for centuries. In ancient Rome, premarital sex was the norm and was even encouraged as a way to build strong relationships. Fact 3. Wealthy people, more likely to have multiple partners. Wealthier individuals are more likely to have multiple premarital sex partners at a delayed age. Economic status may afford individuals more possibilities for sexual encounters. Fact 4. It is more common in Western societies. According to a study published in the Journal of Sex Research, premarital sex is more common in Western societies compared to non-Western societies. This is due to cultural and religious beliefs. Fact 5. Correlation of pornography and increased sexual activity. According to the Institute for Family Studies, those who do not watch pornography are more likely to be sexless compared to those who do. Viewing pornography may be linked with a higher likelihood of engaging in sexual activity. Fact 6. It can affect your future marriage. Studies have shown that couples who engage in premarital sex are more likely to have lower marital satisfaction and higher rates of divorce compared to those who wait until marriage. Fact 7. It can have physical consequences. Having sex before marriage can put you at risk for sexually transmitted infections, STIs, and unintended pregnancies. It is important to practice safe sex and use protection to prevent these risks. Fact 8. It can have emotional consequences. Engaging in premarital sex can also have emotional consequences. It can lead to feelings of guilt, regret, and even depression. This is especially true if the relationship does not last. Fact 9. Biblical perspective on premarital sex. Bible considers premarital sex a sin and emphasizes sexual purity. Religious texts often present moral guidance that influences personal beliefs and behaviors regarding sex. Fact 10. Rising age at first marriage in the United States. People in the United States are waiting much longer to get married than they did in the past. A study showed that between 1954 and 2003, the median age of first marriage for women increased from 22.1 years to 25.8 years, and for men from 24.4 years to 27.4 years. This trend means people are spending more time as adults before getting married. Fact 11. It can be a way to explore your sexuality. For some individuals, having sex before marriage can be a way to explore their sexuality and learn about their likes and dislikes in the bedroom. This can lead to a more fulfilling sexual experience within marriage. Fact 12. It can be a way to build trust and intimacy. Having sex before marriage can also be a way for couples to build trust and intimacy. It can help them to feel more comfortable and connected with each other, which can strengthen their relationship. Fact 13. It can be a way to test sexual compatibility. For some couples, having sex before marriage can be a way to test their sexual compatibility. This can help them to determine if they are sexually compatible before making a lifelong commitment to each other. Fact 14. It can be a way to express love. Sex is often seen as an expression of love between two individuals. For some couples, having sex before marriage can be a way to show their love and affection for each other. Fact 15. Emotional connections are common cause for initiation of sexual activity among youths. The majority had their first sexual intercourse between ages 15-19, often due to falling in love. Emotional connections are a common reason for the initiation of sexual activity among youths. Fact 16. It can be a way to learn about consent. Having sex before marriage can also be a way for individuals to learn about consent and how to communicate their boundaries and desires with their partner. This can lead to healthier and more respectful sexual relationships. Fact 17. It can be a way to reduce sexual tension. For some individuals, having sex before marriage can be a way to reduce sexual tension and relieve sexual frustration. This can lead to a healthier and happier mindset. Fact 18. It can be a way to learn about your partner's sexual health. Having sex before marriage can also be a way to learn about your partner's sexual health. This can include discussing sexually transmitted infections, STIs, and getting tested together to ensure a safe and healthy sexual relationship. Fact 19. Risk factors for premarital sex. Not attending religious education, having romantic partners, alcohol consumption, peer pressure, and substance use are predictors of premarital sex. Certain behaviors and lack of religious education are associated with a higher likelihood of engaging in premarital sex. A complex interplay of social, economic, and personal factors can affect an individual's sexual behavior. Fact 20. Media exposure. Regular exposure to mass media is associated with a higher risk of premarital sexual intercourse. Media consumption can impact attitudes and behaviors regarding sex. Research suggests that exposure to sexual content in the media, including television, movies, and online platforms, can influence adolescent sexual behaviors and attitudes towards sex before marriage. Fact 21. Muslims achieve a 40% abstinence rate in premarital sex. A 2013 study published in 2013 revealed interesting statistics on premarital sex across religious affiliations. Over 60% of Muslims surveyed indicated having had premarital sex. This figure was comparable to Hindus, 65%. Christians, particularly those in Europe and North America, showed a slightly higher prevalence at 71%. Jewish and Buddhist respondents reported the highest percentages, with over 84% and 85% respectively, having engaged in premarital sex. Fact 22. Late abstainers still engage in premarital sex. Those who abstained until age 20 or older, 81% eventually had premarital sex by age 44. Delaying sexual activity does not necessarily equalize waiting until marriage, as most late abstainers still engage in sex before marriage. Fact 23. Sexual activity and marriage waiting. People are waiting longer to marry, resulting in a longer period of sexual activity outside of marriage. Societal shifts in the timing of marriage have prolonged the period during which individuals are sexually active without being married. Fact 24. Views on premarital sex around the world. A study in 2014 looked at how people around the world viewed sex before marriage. The study found that in countries with mostly Muslim people, like Malaysia, Jordan, and Pakistan, most people, over 90%, thought it was wrong. On the other hand, in Western European countries like Spain, Germany, and France, most people, less than 10% disapproval, 90% were okay with it. Fact 25. By age 44, 95% of Americans had premarital sex. According to the Institute for Family Studies, by the age of 44, 99% of Americans have had sex. Interestingly, 95% had it before marriage. This statistic shows that premarital sex is a near universal experience by middle age. So there you have it, 25 thought-provoking facts to consider about sex before marriage. We hope this information has been helpful and informative. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. We release new videos every week, so hit that notification bell to stay updated. Thanks for watching.